Howdy my friends, and welcome back to more Let's Play SimCity. This is Sky Hurricane, and in this part I'm going to show you how to do the $1 million cheat, or whatever you want to call it. And the thing you want to do first is you want to spend all of your money, so that shouldn't be too hard to do, should it? So let's spend all this money. Now, I recommend spending it on something like PlayStations. Well, it really honestly doesn't matter. One thing is, I have $2,100 special income, so that's something to take into consideration. But I still think that I can get this to work. Okay, so we're out of money. So let's just put a couple of residential here. Okay, so the trick here is, it's kind of complicated to explain. But the trick here is that after the end of the year, you want to have, oh, that stupid ship. You want to have a negative deficit as you roll on into the next year. So actually, I don't think I really even need to do anything right now. I don't think I do anyway. But anyway, in the last part, I showed you how to get infinite gifts, if you paid attention to that. If that was something you were interested in. And, you know, now this is something, this right here is something, though, that a lot of people know about. So anyway, I'm going to speed it up. Because I think that, can't really think, but I think that, but I can't really think. And after this budget, I'm gonna want to hold down L, I think. So, anyway, okay. Actually, I wasn't holding L when I did this, so. Okay, so we can't afford all that stuff, so that's good. We have $0 there. We can't afford all the stuff that we have. So go with figures. That's why I recommend building a lot of PlayStations and stuff, because I'm holding L, don't let off of it before it could even switch to January. Then go to the tax and increase everything back to 100. Notice how current funds is negative. This would be for the next year's deal, you know. And obviously we couldn't afford that, so go with figures and let's see what happens. Aha! So that's how that works. You know, pretty neat. And it will work on any original city, or it will work on a scenario. You can even get it to work on hard mode on you know, when you're playing for original city. So that's how you can do that. Now I'm going to delete all these PlayStations. Although really, I thought about actually messing around with Detroit, but I already did this scenario before. I mean, I actually could mess around with this and see, you know, how much greater I can make Detroit than what I did before. But in all honesty, I don't see the point in doing that. I added a lot of casinos and stuff, you know, kind of pointlessly, but just to show you that you could add infinite gifts using a little trick I showed. So, pretty neat. So, that is the $1 million cheat there. Really, really nice. I mean, you know, something that can help you kind of speed through the game. Of course, it's kind of cheap to use, you know, but yeah. So, the next thing I want to show is the Debug Mode, which, oh, I kind of spoiled what it is, but yeah, I kind of referenced this a few times through the LP, and this is pretty hard to do. So you're going to go to the end screen here, and yeah, I think I'll save it. I mean, why not? Really ain't going to matter, in case I wanted to mess around with this anymore. So, see you soon, goodbye. So you see this screen here, which the only way to even get off of this is to reset it. So, I mean, it seems like there's nothing here. I remember when I first played this, years and years and years ago, this game, And I came to the screen, I was like, oh dang, I just glitched it out, you know. I thought I really screwed it up, you know. But there is something here. So, what you gotta do is, in controller 2, and I don't know if I'm gonna get this to work or not, I'm gonna try. In controller 2, so you have to have 2 controllers. You have to enter left, A, right, Y, up, B, down, X, select, start, select, RRLL. Okay, that didn't work. Alright, got it to work finally. For some reason, my start and select buttons on my controllers, on my old SNES controllers, just don't work really well, so I ended up setting some other keys to be start and select, and I got it to work finally. But though that is the button sequence you have to select, and yeah, you get this really cool thing here that pops up. You get the debug mode, and you can actually do sound tests like you can with a lot of other games, you know, Sonic 2 and Donkey Kong Country 2 and stuff, where you can actually you know, do the different sound tests for all the different sounds in the game, music. And this is the village music here, and it goes in order. This is the town, and then there's your city, and then there is capital, and then metropolis and megalopolis, and then you hear some, you know, other random sounds, you know. That's when you reach that 600,000, I think. I'm not sure what that is, actually. And then I think a lot of those don't do anything. Yeah, let's have the village music. So, no disasters, as it implies, as you would imagine. It makes it to where there are no disasters, so I'm not going to do that. Needless money makes it to where you don't get infinite, you don't get $1 million or anything. You don't get like maximum money, like with the money cheats. It's just that when you spend money, it doesn't take it off your, you know, the amount of money you have. But you'll still keep getting money, you know, from your budget. But, you know, nothing will actually cost money to spend, so. And I'm not sure, I'm sure when if you had the bank and you took out a loan, I'm sure that would still, you'd have to pay $500 a year. I don't know, I've never actually done that one, after doing that one. Needless money is not something I've ever actually really tried. Now, Valve Max, I'm going to show you what that will do. It actually will make the RCI meter max, no matter how bad you have everything balanced. It does not matter how bad you have things balanced. The RCI meter will be maxed, and that actually makes hard mode very easy if you do it that way. Which I actually plan on showing off hard mode. I wasn't originally, but I think I want to do that. Water reclaim is probably my favorite thing, because it's a really cool thing to use, because it will come in handy on any map. You can reclaim any water. It's like just infinite landfill, you know. You could bulldoze any water anywhere and make it into solid land that you could build on. So really, really cool. So will come in handy on any map. And memory here. I mean, and I don't see anything wrong with showing these off. I probably will turn Valve Max off, you know, for what I plan on doing in the future towards the end of this LP, but I want to show it off right now with the Detroit scenario. So I'll set that and be sure you click set and push B or whatever. And now gotta reset this. So now we should be able to resume Detroit, and things should be a little different. So now we should be able to, Yeah, reclaim this land here. So that's pretty neat. You know, Detroit already didn't have very much water, but now we made it to where it had even less. And this is no longer going to be an island. So this could really come in handy, you know, especially if you get a map that has a lot of water in it. Could really come in handy. But notice that the RCI meter is also maxed. So, yeah. Quite a difference, isn't it? So, yeah, that's, you know, that's having that RCI meter max like that definitely is quite the cheat, you know. Quite the cheat. But, man, this map has so many roads, it's just unreal. So, yeah, I could actually fast forward and just see what happens with this city. It probably will grow ridiculously. Yeah, Metropolis. I mean, because there's really nothing to hold it back, you know. Let's actually look at this map here. It looks so silly now with having I mean, it just looks so much different. All the casinos and stuff never brought the land value up, but you still have all those. Still have all those roads. All this land. The ship actually went into that. The ship, I don't know. No, it is kind of going through there. I'm actually surprised. I think we actually did about reach 200,000 when we did this scenario. But even with the RCI meter max and stuff, traffic will still cause people to not stay in the buildings. So, yeah, and we can't get more than $999,000. So as long as you have all this traffic, even with RCI meter max, the land value is going to be so terrible, and people just will not stay. Like this zone here, it's not ever going to really reach its full potential, unless, you know, I can just show just in this instance what'll happen. But you have all these roads. And that's, you know, why whenever I do the scenarios, I get rid of most, you know, I get rid of a good chunk of the roads, because, I mean, they are going to, you know, make a difference. You know, which I've already explained all this stuff, so, you know, why I feel the need to explain it again, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I could mess around with this scenario, you know, and all that good stuff, but I don't see the point. There is no point. There really is no point in me even doing this, but I'm silly. Alright, let's put some parks in there. Now let's see what happens with these zones here. Okay. So the land value here probably is just terrible, I imagine. Yeah, it's really dark green in this particular area. Oh, ship, why? I'm not even gonna rebuild that. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Oh, another shipwreck. Seriously. Let's just get rid of these roads here. Oh, yeah, that's one thing you have to... Yeah, that I should have explained is when you do this, you can't reclaim that bag. Yeah, it's... Yeah. Once you turn it into land, you can't make it back into water, so... Whereas in like SimCity 2000, you can do that. So, it makes a difference. Oh wow, this one actually is becoming an upper. Look at that. Even though it's by industrial zone. But yeah, that made a huge difference for these zones. Huge difference. Well, then it became a mid. Still, it's better than what it was. So yeah, as you can see here, we probably would easily win this scenario. I don't know why I don't have it on high speed. It's amazing, even with all this traffic, you still have all those highs. But yeah, I don't really see any point in continuing this. That zone actually really came up. But yeah, just some cool things, you know. I mean, I really like the debug menu. But I think let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. So the good thing is, once you type it in once, you don't ever have to really type it in again, and you could just keep doing different, you know, different cheats or whatever. Different cheats. I mean, different, you know, things. Like if you wanted to try the needless money, you could do that. Which I guess I could show that off. I mean, why not? Valve Max, let's turn that off. So I don't want that on there. Okay, and it's set. So reset. Okay, so now let's see. The bad thing is, it will have to, you know, every time you reset the city and then load it back up, all your zones are without power, and you know, they all really kind of suck when that happens. A lot of them go down, you know. It's like pollution so high. Oh, crime actually. Oh, I don't think that's actually right though. Yeah. Yeah, say it. Not right. Now look at the graph. It actually kind of spikes every time you load the city. Didn't spike that much though. But yeah, see, it is not balanced at all. Once you turn that RCI meter, that Valve Max, yeah, it you know, which that's where your skill actually comes in, is being able to get it, you know, balanced out and growing correctly. Because you gotta have that right balance, you know. So yeah, needless money, I suppose I could show that. That's just where you could just build stuff and it don't cost any money. So yeah, you could put like infinite airports or whatever you wanted to put. I mean, well, I don't know why you'd want to, you know, but I think that's the most airports I've ever had in any city. Golly, don't you know that pollution would be high? I actually kind of want to see that. Traffic jam warning. So yeah, nothing costs any money when you do this. Wouldn't it be nice if that's how it was in real life? So yeah, let's see here. I wanted to say how much pollution came up. Look at all that red. Let me see here. So who needs 4 airports? Of course, it already had an airport, you know. I like that little bitty stream there. It's cool. This is one of my favorite maps. I really like Boston's, and I like Burns is definitely my favorite. But, this is a nice map too. It only had like 10% water before you even started. Now it only has 8%. Yeah, it's easy to see why this is not balanced. It has so many industrial zones. Alright, so end this one more time. And turn off the needless money. Okay. I am going to leave water reclaim on. Just for whatever reason. So, I'm going to show off one more, or actually, well, a couple more things. The next thing I'll show will be quite a bit different than what I just did. So, I think I am going to stop right here. I do want to thank y'all all very much for watching. This is Sky Hurricane. Hope you have a super awesome, blessed day. And as always, my friends, stay awesome. Join me next time for something interesting. Goodbye, y'all. Okay, here we go. Golly, I wonder what the voice is. 26% yes, 41% taxes, 16% housing costs. There can't be very much crime, though.